Well, needing just a moment here on the load screen. I'm not sure who the guilty culprit is.
Well, I'm still loading.
It's probably the guy who was late to the server.
Nah.
All right, you guys are watching the BSTL Lite. We'll talk more about the prizes. We'll talk about what this sponsor logo down here is and all this stuff in a moment. Before that, to the lower right, he's actually been kicking ass and taking names on this channel. I love watching this dude play. It's the Blue Terran Bunny.
Oh, baby. And in the top left here, also doing pretty good for himself. This is Patience.
I actually haven't seen a lot of Patience, frankly. I know he for some time was actually focusing on PUBG, and I wasn't sure if he was going to game swap or what the deal was, but I'm glad to see him playing StarCraft again, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last thing I saw him at was probably Home Story Cup. But yeah, he's few and far between in the tournaments lately. Bunny, we've seen very, very recently. He played in the GSL group, the last GSL group. With Nogra, that last group there, he unfortunately didn't. You know, I predicted him to get through because of how good he's been looking in these tournaments that we've casted together. Like, and when watching on Base Trade, specifically Bunny has been really, really, really amazing in these online tournaments, right? Yeah. But then something about that GSL stage, like, for instance, like Zest, right, wasn't looking incredibly good. Zest was actually making a lot of really big mistakes in his games, so he's looking a little bit, which is, you know, not the Zest that I'm used to seeing, because the Home Story Cup Zest was a well-oiled machine. But the GSL Zest was a little bit wonky, and Bunny kind of, you know, he looked wonky in his games too, as those two guys looked a little bit. I honestly couldn't tell who was going to go through with Sue. It was pretty obvious that Sue was going to go through after his first couple games. That SCV's dead. That's not something you see at high-level PvT very often. I just had to interrupt myself to bring that up.
Bunny got kind of screwed there, frankly. He had to move the command center off locations. He'll have to lift this. His SCV got picked off. I mean, this was not devastating, and I don't think this will affect the outcome of the game, but this is tiltifying, to be sure, just to start.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's a really, really horrible start to lose your worker to another scouting worker. And the CC is, like, not just off by a hex. That thing is... that thing's almost on the ramp, man. That is a misplaced CC. I mean, you can obviously the power of Terran is you can just lift that thing and drop it in place, but it does deny a few more seconds of mining time. Also, the fact that the worker was killed denies even more seconds of mining time and one less worker income. So, nice little edge here at the start of things for Patience. And Bunny's actually trying to double expand. Another CC going up in the main base.
This is really risking against current day Protoss. You can sometimes get away with this, and if you do, oh man, Terran macro's hard. But this is something where if Patience comes across the map and he pokes with even just a small amount of Stalkers and Adept maybe mixed in, it can go really bad for Bunny.
Oh yeah, I mean, luckily for Patience, for Bunny rather, Patience is just going like one gate robo. If there was like a Twilight Council and 3 more gateways or something going down, then I'd be a lot more worried for him. I mean, Patience is going for a more old school build. I think a lot of newer school Protoss, you know, they've been playing a lot of the latest patch, will generally prioritize going Blink over Robotics Facility. They'll get like the Twilight Council first even. But yeah, this is pre 4.0. Usually you'd see the Protoss go for a Robotics Facility immediately after their first gateway. Oh, after the Cyber Core, I should say.
By the way, Twitch chat, we need your help here real quick. I don't know who's going to advance out of this best of 3. It could be Patience, it could be Bunny. The winner of this goes on to fight against Hero. The other part of the bracket that we have in the round of 8, and yes, there's some innovation on the top. Scumbag Darius has seeded all the Terrans together. We also have Solar versus Stats likely to happen in the round of 8. So let us know in chat which match you'd like for us to follow. The winner of this to fight versus Hero, or Solar versus Stats. No disrespect to Plo Koon, I'm just assuming Solar will win because it's Solar, not because of his opponent.
Man, Bunny nearly needs a factory. There it is. It's 49 supply, and Bunny hasn't made a factory until just now. I'm like, dude, you know, Marines can be alright. With +1 in STEM, sure. I can see Marines doing a lot against Protoss early game. But you need a factory, dude. You need starports. You need factory units as well. Just bio is not gonna be very good.
Not especially against the Robobay coming up quick like this.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
The really fast Warp Prism throws me off with this because he's not staying home, but I guess he'll just be looking to do a little bit of harass while he slowly gets Colossus up behind it. Colossus have actually found their way back in the matchup, which is kind of cool in some regards, but also terrible in others because a lot of their weaknesses from before are still prevalent and present today.
Yeah, quite right. It's the observer of patience sort of having a look at the hull of Bunny to see if there's any leaks. Where can I put my Protoss shenaniganry? Where do I attack when the time is right? No turrets for Bunny. He does have his engineering base sprinting here. He's halfway through +1 attack. Extended thermal lance and pretty quick colossi coming out of patience. This is actually does he have double forge? No, he doesn't. I was gonna say if he had double forge, this is very similar to a very popular build that Stats did back in the day, where you go really fast colossi with double forge, and it worked out beautifully. Oh, this is cool.
I was gonna say, speaking of which, by the way, the chat is pretty much unanimously, I think there's only one poor guy who said otherwise, wants solar resist stats after this. So if we can, that's one we'll hold. But yeah, this attack was got a nice set of patience, a little bit of lost mining, picks off a couple SCVs, and really costs him nothing. It's such a low risk when you got the Warp Prism. But the best part about this is it does keep Bunny at home. Bunny in turn is not walking across the map, he's not dropping anything. Yeah. This gives patience time to get that second Colossus out. 1 Colossus is nothing. 2 Colossus is great.
Yeah, I feel like Bunny couldn't move him across the map anyway. I'm not sure if Patience is aware of that, but Bunny can't move the map because his first 2 medevacs are only just popping out right now. It's like the late factory really slowed down these starport units. I can't believe how late that factory was. I mean, he opted for a 3rd barracks, so he's making a ton of bio units. His army supply is quite nice, but you know what I mean? Like without medevacs, bio kind of stinks.
Well, apparently, by the way, we're getting a little bit hyped up. Solar appears to be MIA, but Solar joined our lobby, so I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Huh. Maybe having a late night dinner while he's watching this wonderful game between Patience and Bunny. Who knows?
Maybe. I messaged him, so we'll see what's his deal. He might have not actually meant to check in or something. I would hate for him to get walked over. Hey, asshole,
what's your deal?
Yeah, hey, dick.
Oh, hey, dick, what's your deal, man?
Well, it's got a question here for the Marines. Oh, but he lifts the command center to go for this round. Nice force fields by Patience to block out that concave. This is actually really well played out of Patience.
Yeah, this position is really nice, and he can even move that Colossus. And he doesn't even need to. By the looks of things, he's just shredding the bio here at Bunny. And with a bit of Prism Micro and that Warp in Reinforce, he may lose 1 Colossi or he may lose 0. Either way, he has done incredible critical damage here to Bunny. He's replenishing his units like he is still, has army supply. He's just had to pull back to the natural. And the 3rd is, heading back into the main with its tail between its legs. Or its radar dish between its legs.
I really like that Warp Prism Micro. That was really good.
Yeah, that was beautiful. These Vikings, of course, if they get anywhere near that prism, could ruin Patience's day, but just even doing this to Bunny and going home is great. If he wanted to not... Oh, God, that Widowmine. Oh!
Scumbag Rifkin pretty much missed it, but got the tail end of it. I didn't realize there was still a Widowmine there.
Yeah, it just got that one really damaged Colossi.
I do like they do recall there though. He could have walked home possibly, potentially, but it was risky because of course bio's fast, you can stim, Vikings will catch you, so playing it safe, recovers most of his forces. And looking at the losses from that first fight, the resources lost ends up being surprisingly close, in fact dead even. But it's not quite what it looks like on the units lost tab.
Dude, this build is starting to kind of this is starting to kick in for Bunny here. So yes, his worker count sucks, but he is getting a very juicy army supply, and there's a good number of Marauders in it as well, while producing a good number of Marines. I think he's got 5 barracks churning away here, with barely any 3 base mining, with already like a bunch of Vikings being built.
I'm a little concerned though. This could be a good or a bad thing. Patience stopped his Colossus production. I think on 3 or 5, that's fine, but he's barely on 2 because of the one he lost. So as he swaps over to Immortals, he doesn't quite have the AoE. Maybe he's worried about the Vikings picking him off, and that's fair. But I'm just worried that this army doesn't have the AoE it needs, the area of effect damage, to kill this Terran army.
Well, this Nexus is under threat here, and you're quite right. The splash damage potential of this army is not very good.
Falls back. There's no shield batteries to fall back to. He's just trying to get back to the reinforcement point. I mean, the longer Patience buys time for that, he's going to have charge. He's going to have upgrades. Things will look great for Patience in about, 40 seconds or so. But still, right now, Bunny has such a big army supply lead, he might be able to take a fight. He tries to rush up the ramp to get a concave, realizing that's not an option, starts backing away. Yeah, choke points are something that neither player really wants to have to deal with. I think probably Bunny less so, because his army is, those Colossus do bonus damage to light units, and those Marines are very light. He doesn't have a ton of Vikings, so he can't just move these things down. Oh, good nice
reaction from Bunny.
Yo, what the hell is this? Ricolza is in chat. Is new here. Say hello. What?
Huh?
Do you see
wow.
that? Like...
Is that a new feature? Is that like someone that's never been here before? Wow.
Oh, you know
that's
what?
cool. I actually love that.
Did they announce something like this at TwitchCon or something similar to this?
Huh. Well, hey guys, to Ricolza.
Yeah, hey guys. T-Zod's here as well. Well, now everyone's joining chat that they know there's a cool alert message. What's up, dudes?
What's up, guys?
All right, Vikings take a really good fight. They take out the Colossus. Mission accomplished. Job done, but he loses so much bio in the process. The Immortals and the Stalkers might be able to clean up the Marauders. If the Vikings land, they can help, but he's just in full retreat mode, and Bunny's attack is not going to work out.
Yeah, no, he's rallying in units as well as he can. The Vikings are landed for a bit of extra damage, but they are getting mid charge lots here. It's weird to see charge lots murder Vikings, but that's exactly what just happened. We have the bio coming in for Bunny, which is, you know, equal upgrades to the Protoss. Well, actually, not really, because the Protoss has shields upgrades as well as 1-1. So they have a little bit of extra tankiness in them. And then one more Vikings going down to the charge lots of the Stalkers, and Bunny is being pushed all the way home.
Yeah, he got a little bit greedy there pushing back in. I think the full retreat would have been better. He does, with concussive shells, kite a lot of these units down, of course. But my fear is, Patience is still on his way to a 4th. He didn't get so scared. Like, the base was killed, not canceled. That kind of sucked. Nice control by those Stalkers. But the Nexus is on the way. Bunny is still stuck on 3 bases.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his upgrades are off. His armory is late.
Oh, man, that's... Oh man, there's been a few things about this game that have made me sort of go, you know, scratch my head a little bit as to you know, how's Bunny's mindset right now. He seems a little bit weird. Like, what's this engineering bay doing out here as well? Like, is that meant to be part of a, like, was he halfway or even like 1/10 of the way through a wall and then just stopped? That is his second engineering bay for double upgrades. Like, what's it doing here?
Look, he's like, how many times have you been dropped in your main by a couple of zealots, right? And you lose both your upgrades. Not for Bunny.
Oh, man.
Only one will go down.
Preach. Preach. How often do you get your 3rd attack where you lose your armory and your engineering bay?
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing like one of those.
That's a counter question.
It's like those like Billy Mays and the Sticky commercials. Like, how many times has this happened to you?
Billy Mays here. Yeah.
Billy Mays could sell Protoss as a Zerg player, I'm just saying.
You think PvT is imbalanced? Have I got a deal for you?
Yo, I know you're making jokes about cutting your hair, but if you ever do, can you just go to the next like big WCS event as like blue-collared Billy Mays cosplay?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm already kind of built like him, right? I just need to cut my hair and get that beard as thick as possible and get out there. Get a lumberjack shirt on me.
The homage.
Oh man, this blink. Oh, those medevacs. Oh,
he's really hoping.
What are you doing?
I think he's really hoping the Widowmines would have taken out these Stalkers, and he went back in to try and save it, but they only took out the Zealots. Meanwhile, small counterattack out of Patience keeps Bunny at home and also pulls them out of position, allowing Patience to move up this ramp. And there are storms. There's a lot of storms. This is the worst place you want to have to deal with storms in.
Oh yeah, choke points, baby. There's a little. The meat shield of the Protoss is starting to dwindle a little bit. These High Templar are naked. The meat shield is going for a big attack into the 3rd base.
I'm getting you cut out a lot. I'm going to swap to Skype here for just a sec. Hopefully that'll be better.
All right. Just in time.
Just in time for the game to end. Patience, though, really did whittle away at Bunny to earn that victory. That was like... There wasn't one big flashy fight that was like, oh my god, the storms are so sick, there's no recovery. Like, that was just really good trading. And we don't see that often with Protoss. Oftentimes you do see this snowball effect, and that's what causes the balance whining. So that was definitely well fought from Bunny to be able to hold on that long, but also well played by Patience, I gotta say. And this is a guy who I did not... Like, you really don't know how Patience is gonna do coming back like this.
No, he is a big question mark for me still, even after, you know, just see one game. One game isn't a huge sample size. Dude,
I'm still not getting used to these alerts in chat. I'm like... No one bronze hero, bamboozle Pepe. Like, what is this? Hey guy, can I edit that message? Does anyone know?
Literally the first time I've ever seen it was when you saw it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can put a custom message there, that's cool. I like that. But if it's just like sloppy bits new here, say hello, I feel like it's almost embarrassing. I wouldn't want to join the chat to be outed as the new guy. That's my personal opinion, at least. Maybe you guys just love the attention. I don't know.
I don't know. Personally, there's some streams when I roll in, I don't want to be known that I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she might. I mean, sorry, they might.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, come on, mate. Let's not presume too much here.
Thank you so much. Welcome. Much love from a South African StarCraft caster. That's cool, Rickles.
Oh, cool. Wow, nice.
Welcome aboard,
Sweet.
mate. All right, well, players are ready. Let's just hop into it. It's game 2 on Catalyst. We'll see you guys in game. All right, folks, we're back, and it's game number 2. I do want to take a moment to talk about the sponsors and all this good stuff, the money of the tournament, but before then, in the bottom right, we have the blue Protoss Patience.
Well spotted. Sharp eyes as always. In the top left here, this is Bunny.
Yeah, I got real sharp eyes. That's why I need glasses.
Yeah.
All right. So
I got 2080 vision.
2018 vision. Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
So as you guys know, this is being partnered through Matcherino. We put a couple $100 in there through the prize pool. Unfortunately, however, there was a mix-up with this tournament, so we don't have codes available to it. So I want to make clear, first off, rather than begging you guys to go enter in 100 codes at BSTL Lite 3 and all these things, we're gonna get them just direct deposit the $100. So the prize pool right now says 200. It will be 300 by the time we pay out to the players. So with unfortunately no rewards to offer, if you guys want to donate money to the prize pool and support the players, give them more money, please do at your own discretion. But just know that there is going to be baseline $300 for the prizes, which is awesome because it also allowed us to upgrade it. So there's a 3rd and 4th place prize now instead of just 1st and 2nd. And of course, the reason we're able to upgrade that prize pool, by the way, is not just thanks to the help of Matcherino, but also these folks over in Luckbox. Now, to talk about this is going to be a little bit touchy, but hear me out, right? Because Luckbox, from what I understand at least, they're going to be they are at their core like an esports betting platform. However, our sponsorship with them doesn't actually involve any of the betting portion of it. They want you to check out their website, they want to increase their social media appeal, and they're giving us a ton of money already to upgrade and create more tournaments within the next 30 days. And they'll give us even more if you guys follow them on Twitter, if you go to their Telegram links, all these other things. So if you type !Luckbox or !giveaway in chat, you can check those things out. If you want to become informed and do betting on your own, don't let us stop you. Just, that's not the part we're advertising.
Right.
But I love that anybody's willing to give money to StarCraft 2. Always got to be a little bit cautious, though, guys. Always got to be a little bit cautious.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to cross your T's and dot your I's with this kind of thing. There has been moments in the past where people haven't done that, and as a result have gotten more than a slap on the wrist. Yeah, this position of this gateway for you guys, like I know some people are watching from Twitch front page going, why is this structure all the way out here in the corner of the map? This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Ledge here for the Reaper, the primary scouting unit, the Terror, to come up here and to jump into the main. It jumps ledges. But this actually blocks the Reaper from going any further than just on that edge of that lip there.
Well, you can kind of cheat over with a grenade on the pylon side,
yeah,
that's about it.
That's right, Beyond showed us that. Forgot about that.
Just finishing statement on Luckbox, though, by the way, guys. Absolutely, as I said, do your own research, be informed, all that good stuff. But I've done mine, and while I'm not asking you to blindly trust me, just also take in consideration that I'm comfortable with this, and I'm very much against a lot of the illicit stuff in esports. So hopefully it's something that suits all y'all. But anyways, the Adept gets an SCV. He did a little bit of delaying on the command center.
And Bunny's open double Hellion here. This is usually try and get into a probe line to bully away and get a bunch of probes, but as it stands, this is being used defensively here because he's lost all of his other units. They can actually do a bit of damage with micro correctly, but the Stalker is, you know, so easy to micro against this. Looks like he's trying to go for some Widowmine drop play. Some Terrans have been going for like, you know, dropping an armory and going for really quick drilling claws to like carpet bomb probe lines, which is really cool to see. Doesn't look like Bunny's going for that. He's going for ye old, you know, vanilla Widowmine drop.
Yub one in chat says, by the way, do you just donate to the channel to add to the prize money? No. So let's be clear about this as well. If you type !Matcherino in chat, it'll take you to the Matcherino page. That's where the prize money for this tournament is located. If you'd like money to go directly to the players, do it through Matcherino. Anything you donate to the channel or cheer and bits, that's just tips and stuff I split with Maynard at the end of the cast today.
That'd be ever so kind of you guys.
Also, side note, your camera has gone... I don't know what it's done.
Oh, wow, it's just completely unfocused. Yeah, no, I can see that.
It's like a cast of me and Zombie Grub, totally unfocused.
Ah, nice. Do you really think ours are any better?
Well, I feel like we're at least on the same page for more things. Like, for example, we both like Super Troopers and are stoked for Super Troopers 2.
Ah, that is true.
That pleb
she doesn't like
the movie.
Zombie Grub doesn't like funny good things. That's true.
I gotta stop there. Got a drop coming in for my own safety. He does pull the probes away, but oh man, Micro, this is gonna be tough. He does dodge both the shots, though.
Wow.
That's damn impressive.
Oh my god, Patience actually took basically as little damage as you can take there. Losing 3 probes to 3 Widow Mines is fantastic, and I think he got the medevac as well. So,
like, really, for me, I did have a little bit of apprehension. I'm like, I know Patience isn't in his top form. He's been playing PUBG and other games. Maybe he'll win a couple of these games because hashtag Protoss. But his control has been really great, and he's been showing us things that like I can't even balance complain about. And I'm the first one to balance complain, guys. I'm like, shield batteries are pretty good.
You ready for some balance complaint, Rifkin? Because I think Bunny's in a lot of trouble, dude. There's a lot of stalkers coming up until he's natural, man. Down goes the bunker.
He's gonna pull the SCVs back from this. There's nothing at the top of this. They're gonna hold the ramp, but not quite. I mean, TY's been pulling the boys, but not like this.
Are you ready, chat?
Well,
this is gonna be juicy.
All right, so
baby.
Both players losing like upwards of 15 workers, but I think the difference is Patience doesn't have to worry about further attacks. The Widow might shoot once, and then they're on cooldown for like ever.
All right, well, a bunch of these stalkers do get cleaned up. A lot of the SCVs die. Bunny is actually almost half the worker count of Patience. He's trying to work on that. These Widow Mines are kind of off cooldown. They are detected as well because they've already shot off their first shot.
But they won't be. He's not reacting. So more shots are gonna get fired.
Oh. 5 more go down. Bunny's still in a worse place than Patience.
Okay. He taps out anyways, but it's like, oh my god, he almost got stimmed. That would have been, that's it. That's devastating, but it was anyways, and Patience takes the series 2-0. And this bewilders me because Bunny's the only Terran we've seen killing Protoss, beating Hero and others. Like, to lose to Patience, I don't even know, dude. I just don't even know.
No, like, the Bunny of pre-GSL is so different than the Bunny we just saw in that match.
GSL changed him, man.
He's changed him. There's like a war out there, man.
Been through the shit.
So, he goes to his family dinners and he's all quiet and reserved and like, Bunny, what happened to you? And he's like, I want to talk about it. GSL was too real. It was too real.
Well, we're gonna try and find Solar and Stats. I hope that they are both here, but there's question marks about that. But yeah, Solar and Stats should be up next. We're gonna play a commercial break, so thank you guys for tuning in. 2 minutes of ads coming your way. When we get back, should be a PVZ. So see you soon.